Hi y'all, Yelizaveta here with Yoga for Tango Dancers. Welcome. If this is your first time to my channel, I encourage you to subscribe, and if you enjoy this video, click that like button. I really appreciate it. So today we are launching into a very cool balance sequence that will help you to develop mechanics to be able to balance in different types of situations, and also to train your nervous system to handle different proprioceptive challenges. So let's begin. I have my feet on bare floor. You can be on a rug, but I do suggest that you do this barefoot because it's nice to feel your toes helping you balance. Let's begin with the feet, hips width apart. Soften the knees, and I want you to create a little bit of a bounce in your knees as a way of warming them up. So as you're doing this, this is kind of a sensation of that you're just bobbing on the surface of the water a little bit. So there's just a gentle softening into the knees and then recoiling back up. So there's not much tension, but we're warming up in our quads, in our calf muscles, and of course the joints. Now, as you're doing this kind of bobbing, go ahead and shift your weight side to side. So now you're starting to feel this sensation being on one leg. One thing that I always remind my students that when we start in balance on one leg, it's very important that to keep all the joints very soft, because that's where you're going to be regaining your balance if you lose it. That's where the adjustments need to happen. If the ankles and knees lock up, then the adjustments will be happening up top in the upper levels of your body, and that will make us top heavy, which actually creates more instability. So all right, so we're about ready to launch into our sequence. So I want you to remember this sensation, and whenever you start feeling shaky on one leg, go ahead and create this little bit of a bobbing sensation in your knees and ankles, and that will help to regain your control. So let's, on this first one, we'll have our hands on the hips. You're going to go to your right side and pause on the right. So the left leg is still on the ground, but you're now feeling your weight in the right leg. From here, go ahead and begin to lift your left leg in the air. And now the bobbing will start getting a little quieter, and I can still create a little bit of it, but it's just there to help me to remind to keep my leg soft. When you're lifting your left leg, make sure you're lifting from the inner thigh, so the knee is tracking out rather than straight in front of you. This will engage the inner thigh muscles, which are a little bit more well suited for this action. Go ahead and go to the other side. So now you're on the left, and we'll bring the right leg up. And again, here, I'm creating this little bit of a bobbing, floating on the water sensation, lifting through the inner thighs. All right, so let's do this again on the right, just for a few moments, and then we'll do this again on the left. This should start feeling a little bit more comfortable. And so now let's begin our sequence. So we're going to go to the left leg. Make sure the standing knee is bent. We're going to bring the right knee up and hold here for a moment. Then from there, we're going to swing that right leg back behind you and step it back into a lunge. Once you get to the lunge, I want you to create that little bit of bobbing up and down, softening both legs. And you're going to use this motion here to push off the ground to come back to stand. So when you're ready, push off the back foot and come back to stand. And release. Other side. Now you're on your right foot. Left knee goes up. Feel that your standing leg is very grounded. Knee is nice and soft. And then from here, we're going to reach that left leg back, step it back into lunge, and give yourself some of that nice bouncing up and down to keep the joints soft. From here, push off and come back to stand, and then release. All right. Provided that this was okay, we're going to move on. If this was a little shaky, you can have a chair next to you at any point to rest your hand on if you're feeling like you need that kind of support. Now, let's go ahead and put your weight into the left leg again. We're going to bring the right leg up. Find your position here. And now we're going to see if we can stretch that right leg in front for just a moment. And then reach it behind you, step back. Find that little bit of a bounce. And then press off the back foot, come back up. And release. Let's go to the other side. Now you're on the right leg. We go up with the left. A little bit of a bounce here. Make sure the standing leg is soft. Then stretch your left leg to straight for a moment. Then reach it behind you, step back. Find that nice bouncing lunge. And then push off the back foot and come back to stand on one leg and then release. Well done. All right, the last part of this sequence is going to be for us to change our gaze. So we're going to do the same exact thing, but we're going to be looking in different directions. So let's begin by reaching the arms out to the sides. Soften your knees a little bit. Keep the hips nice and soft. And let's just go right to left. So you turn your gaze and your chest to the right, then center, then left. Center. Keep going side to side and really make sure that your hips are staying in place. So one way to make sure this is happening, when you go to your right, press the left hip back a little bit. And center, and then when you go to the left, press the right hip back a little bit. Good. One more time. To the right, left hip back a little bit. Center, and then to the left, right hip presses back a little bit. Good. Come back to center, relax the arms, and let's put this all together. Bring your weight into the left leg. Reach the arms out. Turn your chest to the right, look to the right. Make sure you have that sensation of bobbing on the surface of the water the whole time. Bring the right leg up. Stretch in front. Bend the knee. Reach it behind you and step. Finding a little bit of that bounce. If you need to rest your arms a little bit, you can release them for a moment and bring them back up. Then we're going to press while looking to the right. Press forward. Come to stand. And release. Relax the arms, shake it out. Other side. Turning to the left. You're on the right leg now. Look to the left. Make sure your standing leg, your right leg, is nice and soft. Left knee goes up. From here, stretch the left leg in front. Then bend the knee and then reach it behind you, step back. Keep looking to your left, a little bit of bouncing here. Then push off the back foot, come back up to stand, and release. Relax the arms, shake it out. Whew. One more side here. We're going to start turning to the opposite side on each leg from last time. So bring your weight into the left leg. Reach the arms out. Turn to the left. And from here, bring the right leg up. Holding here. Reach the right leg in front. Bend the knee. Reach it behind. Step. Find the space. Balance. Bounce a little bit up and down. Push off the back foot, coming up to balance on one leg. And then release. Relax the arms. Shake it out. And we have just one more side here. Go to the right leg. Right knee is nice and soft. Arms out. Turn to your right. Gaze to the right. Bring the left leg up. Hold. From here, extend the leg. Bend the knee. Reach back. Step back. And a little bit of bouncing here. Prepare, keep looking to the right, push off the back foot and come to balance. And then release and relax the arms. Good, shake it out. Reach the arms up. And exhale, folding forward. Bend the knees as you go down. Come down, take a forward bend. Breathe into your back body, relax. And then from here, press into the legs, begin to rise up vertebra by vertebra. Head will be last to come up. Finding your full elongation through the spine. All right. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Try it out. Let me know how it goes. I would love to hear your comments. And if you have other tricks up your sleeve to working on your balance, I would love to learn what they are. So feel free to reach out to me or post your comments below the video. I will see you next week. Until then, ciao.